Patron milestones 2 to 7. So therefore, we are going to ask the AI summary. Patron is a tool to verify and build smart contracts, helping Polkadot to become more secure. This is definitely a topic where we are going to ask you about, Rust. For a non-technical person, what are we looking at here?
Yeah, first of all, we are waiting more application start deploy to Polkadot, and this proposal very well structured for me, and I understand that it's really solved the issue because in Substrate, what we have the Ink smart contract platform and Patron. It's very good tools, and I would like to ask Yuri to present how it works. And yeah, Yuri.
Yeah, hi all. Nice to meet you. My name is Yuri, and I'm the product lead of Patron. Do you see now?
Hey, Yuri? Yes, we can.
Cool.
Lovely.
Cool.
Please take it away.
A small background. The Patron is a part of Brushfam company, and you may also know the Brushfam company with the Open Brush product, which is very popular on Polkadot. And the Patron is a tool to verify and build smart contracts in one step. In real world, in two steps, because the first step is auth to prevent build system abuse, and the second step is to deploy and verify. And today I want to tell you about what we want to develop in this milestone. We already delivered the first milestone of Patron to Dot.Foundation and approved by them, and it works already with Astar and Olive Zero network. And here is a scope of completed work. You also can see the scope in the Google documents in proposal. And the second milestone, it's server image update. We want to utilize Parity's verification image on a server to make the build more faster and to do this in more isolated manner. Also, we want to implement Patron verify command, so every developer can check that code hash of the remote build and code hash on the local machines of this developer is the same. Also, we want to completely restructure the front end and make UI more friendly for user. The next milestone, we want to do a lot of work with color interface, which we call this like this. We want to implement automatic methods discovery, automatic generations of methods description and data, and the UI to interact with methods. In fourth milestone, we want to make the CLI more powerful and more UX friendly for developers and support more features in this. In fifth milestone, we want to integrate in an analyzer to Patron to make some automatic scanning of code and show some potential vulnerabilities and mistakes in code. And sixth milestone is about integration of a lot of tools like Ink, Open Brush, and TypeChain, so developer will have all in one place. And the seventh milestone is about scripting functionality, which is very important in our mind for developers to make some specific use cases when they interact with contracts. And I think this is a short description. Thank you very much for your attention.
Hey, short and sweet. Yuri, thanks so much. If you allow, I got some questions here. So as a non-technical person, right, it's somewhat hard for me to judge how useful that is. Maybe you can talk a little bit about who is using it right now and who it is really made for.
For now, I think only developers use this because only developers can read source code. as you understand. And in general, this feature allows you as a user to have to know that the source code that is deployed to the blockchain is the same. The source code is shown to you, or for example, GitHub or some product pages. And also we have some ideas how to make this useful for regular users. But I think it's a separate discussion. But in general words, we want to make another tab, not source code, but some rules like in human words, what happens inside the contract.
That sounds very interesting, for sure. I mean, as a non-technical person, it's already very apparent to me that it is very useful to be able to verify whether the code you see on GitHub is the code that has actually been deployed. So yeah, it sounds understandable to me. We got somebody raising his hand. I think
And I
Dimitri.
also want to add some small note that I forget. This proposal already partially funded by Olive Zero team, and in proposal you can see that some part of budget is split to Olive Zero team and Polkadot.
I see. And we have Limo coming in with a question here. Do you happen to know how many people are using it right now? From which teams?
We successfully integrated on previous week with Fala network, and they integrated Patron into their product, and we will have the public announcement in, I think, few weeks, a bit later. And also some teams like OpenBrush use it to test and deploy. And also we see that part of Polkadot ecosystem started to use this, but not all Polkadot ecosystem yet, because we need more functionality, not only basic functionality that we have now, but a bit more, which we described in these milestones.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yeah, thanks, Limo, for passing on the questions. So passing on the question that Limo has forwarded, it was funded in part by Aleph Zero, as we learned,
Yeah.
but why did they stop funding it?
They don't stop funding it. They funding this at current moment, but they can fund only the part of our proposal, not full.
I see. Fair enough. All right, Dimitri.
And I described this in the document, which part is funded by Aleph Zero.
I see. Perfect. Thanks so much. Dimitri, you've been raising your hand. Any comments?
Yes. Hi, guys. And Yuri, I have a question you about your product. If you say some of company started to use your code, yes, your application, is correct to say, and maybe you can show how it's look. If how I can check Git repository is same with upload product to blockchain.
Sure. You mean web interface or GitHub repository? What do you want to see?
No, if I'm okay, maybe when you explain how work your product, yes, you say people, I think not about the developer, client, yes, or product will able to compare source code in Git and real product on live. Is it correct?
Yeah.
And maybe if any company start to use your system, yes, maybe you can show how it's look and say this guy use source code from Git or not.
You mean automate this process?
And not automate. I want check how it's look. If I understand you finish milestone 1, yes, and maybe you can show how it's look.
Yeah, I will show you a link how the source code of verified contract looks, and you can open GitHub for any product and compare this code and code of verified contract.
Yeah, Yuri, if you have a way of showcasing it, like we can make 2 minutes for that. That's not a problem. If not, just drop a link on how people can use it. That would also be great.
The link here, for example, is verified contract of sample Flipper contract. Yeah, and you can open code tab. We will implement better file system in next version of this, but for multi-contracts and multi-file contracts. But yeah, you can open code tab if the contract is verified and compare to the source code on GitHub or somewhere else.
All right, great. Rust, let's hear your opinion here.
I really like the product from Open Brushfam, and I think this is the only one great solution that we have right now for smart contract development. And a lot of projects uses Ink, especially with Open Brush. So to extend your Open Brush tools with this Patron new like tools, okay, it's very useful. So I really like it. And yeah, thank you.